Yo, picture this. Marcus Reed, standing at the edge of a glitzy ballroom in the Atlanta Marquee, heart pounding like it's about to jump out his chest, fingers gripping an envelope that could torch the reputation of his high school nemesis, Caleb Thornton. 10 years ago, Caleb made Marcus's life hell. Now Marcus is worth millions, and Caleb doesn't have a clue. Drop a like if you've ever dreamed of facing down someone who counted you out, and let me know where you're watching from in the comments. So let's rewind. Marcus grew up in East Point, Atlanta, not exactly the right side of town, if you know what I mean. He was the only black kid on a scholarship at Crestwood Prep, a fancy private school with ivy-covered walls and kids whose parents owned half the city. From day one, it was a war zone. Teachers like Mrs. Hargrove would raise an eyebrow and say, "Marcus, you sure you got this?" Every time he aced an assignment, like a black kid from the South Side couldn't possibly outright the trust fund crowd. Caleb Thornton, though, he was the worst. Son of a big-shot developer, he'd strut through the halls like he owned them, tossing out lines like, "Yo, scholarship, your mom's still scrubbing our floors?" Marcus's mom, Tanya, worked 3 jobs: waitressing, cleaning offices, driving for a ride to keep their tiny apartment afloat. She never worked for the Thorntons, but Caleb's jabs cut deep, every word a reminder Marcus didn't belong. High school was brutal. Study groups ghosted him, lunch tables filled up when he walked by, and his locker got tagged with slurs they called pranks. The worst was junior year's science fair. Marcus spent months building a solar-powered water purifier, something that could help neighborhoods like his, where tap water was more rust than refreshment. Night before the fair, he left it in the lab, locked up tight. Morning of? Gone. His notes? Soaked. Caleb smirked from across the room. Guess the janitor thought it was junk. No proof, but Marcus knew. That loss cost him a shot at a Georgia Tech scholarship, while Caleb's buddy took first place with a half-baked project and a daddy on the school board. Marcus's mom, voice steady but tired, told him, "Keep going, baby, they can't take your mind." So he did. Graduation day, Marcus crossed the stage to lukewarm claps, but Tanya was in the crowd, cheering like he'd won the Nobel. Caleb cornered him at the after-party, all smug. "Good luck, scholarship, heard the gas station's hiring." Marcus locked eyes, voice low. 5 years, Caleb. You won't know my name then. It wasn't just talc, it was a vow. Fast forward, Marcus is grinding at a community college, juggling classes, delivery gigs, and late nights teaching himself code. Atlanta's traffic jams and spotty buses sparked an idea. What if he could fix transit for folks stuck in transportation deserts, like his neighborhood? He sketched out an app called CityLink sharing, carpools, cheap fares for low-income areas. Investors laughed him out of rooms. One even asked, "You built this yourself?" Like a black 20-something couldn't code. But then he met Lena Carter at a dinky tech meetup. She'd sold her startup for millions and saw what Marcus was chasing. "Tell me how this helps a single mom with no car," she said. No fluff, just real. She dropped $50,000 to get him started, became his mentor, and CityLink took off. Then, plot twist, Caleb's dad's company, Thornton Realty, tried to rip off Marcus's app. They pitched a knockoff called Urban Flow, even filed a patent. Marcus had receipts, every line of code, every note. Lena hooked him up with lawyers, and Thornton backed off when the evidence hit. That drama caught the eye of big players. A venture firm threw in $3 million, and CityLink launched in East Point, linking folks to jobs, clinics, schools. By year 3, it was in 10 cities, valued at $80 million, and Marcus was still the guy calling the shots. Now, the reunion invite hits his inbox. Caleb, now some VP at daddy's firm, sends a snarky email. "Come network. Marcus, heard you're still finding yourself. Catering jobs are filled, though." Marcus laughed, but it stung. Then he dug deeper. Thornton Realty's been dodging fair housing laws, jacking up rents in black neighborhoods, pushing folks out. That's when it clicked. This wasn't just about high school. It was bigger. Marcus RSVPs, grabs a sharp suit, nothing flashy, just clean, and preps his move. He's got evidence, court filings, resident testimonies, data showing Thornton's shady deals. He even owns the damn hotel through a quiet investment, though nobody knows. Night of the reunion, he steps into the ballroom, heart steady. Caleb's at the bar, all swagger, clueless. Marcus takes the stage, calm but lethal. "Y'all remember me? The scholarship kid you said wouldn't make it. The room freezes. He flips on a screen CityLink stats, 10 million rides, jobs created, lives changed. Then he drops the bomb. Thornton Realty's violations, displacing families like his own. Caleb storms up. This ain't your soapbox, Marcus. But Marcus doesn't flinch. It's not about me, Caleb, it's about the people your company's hurting. He slides the envelope across. Fix it, or this goes public. The room's buzzing. Old classmates, some guilty, some shocked, start whispering. Caleb's dad, Roland Thornton, steps in, all smooth-talking CEO. Let's take this private. Marcus shuts it down. Nah, the harm wasn't private, so the fix won't be either. He lays out a plan Thornton could lead in fair housing, rebuild trust. By the end, Roland's nodding, Caleb's quiet, and folks are rethinking everything. 6 months later, Marcus is back at Crestwood, launching CityLink Scholars Full Rides, housing, mentors for kids like he was. Thornton Realty's on board, signing fair housing agreements, even funding some scholarships. Caleb's there, quieter now, starting to get it. Marcus catches his eye, no smirk, just a nod. It's not revenge, it's change. So what do y'all think? Was Marcus right to call Caleb out like that? Or should he have gone harder? Drop a 1 in the comments if he nailed the balance. 2 if he should have swung bigger. Like this if you've ever wanted to flip the script on someone who doubted you. And subscribe for more stories like this. Share it with someone who needs to hear that your past doesn't define you, it fuels you. What's your story of proving him wrong? Let's hear it.